Yes, welcome back to Big O Blog, welcome back. And you know, Big O, my name is Oswald Peters, and I always trying to find food I can eat as a diabetic and don't have to sacrifice eating good, you know? So I put together here a nice seafood medley with mackerel, which is very, very good fish with good omega-3 and so on. But then I have a lot of shrimp and crab and scallops and so on in here. It's beautiful. It smells real good. Cooked with a lot of herbs, no chemicals and no powder seasoning. And here I have some yellow split pea soup. Yellow split peas with a little pumpkin in there. It's beautiful, man. It's come out real nice. Smelling real good. Smelling really good. And I'm going to be eating this with some leftover dumplings I made, the coconut and spinach dumpling I made. I have lots of it there, so I'm going to eat with that. And I have some other green banana and plantain, but I'm not going to eat it with that. I'm going to explain you why I wouldn't use all of the different things when I eat my food. All right. Well, it's time to eat that beautiful fish and that seafood that I cooked there with the split peas, yellow split peas. So I have it on my plate right now. I have the fish, some of the seafood, and the split peas on this plate. Now, we cook for a couple of days. So what I did is I have some green banana boiled, some plantain, some white sweet potato, some macaroni cheese, what we call macaroni pie, some of the dumplings from my last cooking, because I'm eating some leftovers. And I have some rice, whole rice. I have some broccoli, some cabbage, and some cauliflower. So all these are really healthy stuff, very healthy food. I keep up with the nutritious fact of my food. I have I keep a sheet with all the food I eat, so I know the nutritious fact, especially the carbohydrates, the protein, and the sugar, because those three are the main culprit for raising blood sugar. And when your blood sugar raises, your body produces more insulin. The more insulin your body produces, is more you gain weight, okay? And you have issues with all kinds of other sicknesses. So to maintain the low sugar level, I focus on the protein and the carbs and the carbohydrates. But I try to eat food that had other good nutrient factors to it, because I have to be able to fast and maintain good health. So I cannot just throw away all this food because they have high carbs or they have lots of sugar in them or high protein. I can't throw them away because they come with good potassium, iodine, salt, different types of things I need in my body. So I'm not rejecting any food. So what I do is, how do I balance them and eat any of these foods without spiking my blood sugar? You know, I've seen people, I have friends who don't eat this, they don't eat that, they don't eat that because it's not good for their blood sugar. That's the reason for me testing everything I eat and finding how to balance it all. And I've been doing well. Like, I keep my weight down, I lose the weight, I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, my blood sugar is usually always down, right? So today, what I will do is I have to make a choice. I have all this food I have here, but I can't eat all this food. But they're all good food to eat. But not because they're all good, that don't mean I can eat all of them at the same time. So I have to understand each of these food, how much carbs, how much protein, how much fat, how much cholesterol, everything I need to know about this food as much as possible. And once I know that, I can pick the right ones and make the right combinations. But I know I want to eat the fish and the seafood for sure. No problem. Both of these are low in carbs, low in everything, so they are good. Now the yellow split peas, I add some of that. But I know this is very high in carbs. Very high in carbs. I have my carb rating on it here. I wouldn't go through this, but it's very high in carbs. So now I'm eating a small portion of this. So now I have to be real careful as to what I add to this as a side, right? So if I know I want to eat, so I'm going to take one dumpling, okay, one dumpling, because I really want to eat dumpling, but I know the dumpling and the flour have high carb also, right? I could use some rice, but today I would skip the rice completely because that would be adding way too much. So what I would do is, with this split peas, I can eat it a couple times because I eat maybe 2 or 3 times. I could change what I eat with it. So today, if I don't eat something with it, when I eat some of this tomorrow again, I will change and add some, I'll take another item with it. So I get to eat all these items by spreading them out over a couple of days. Cook for me and my wife alone. We cook for 2 or 3 days, you know. So when I can take a piece of broccoli, add a piece of broccoli to this, and I will not add any cauliflower to this, because cauliflower I know has a good amount of carbs to add with the dumpling. But I can have some, I could have a piece of cabbage, a couple pieces of cabbage with this here. So I could add some cabbage here. I know I could add some cabbage. Okay, so I add some cabbage to my meal, right? And I think I'm gonna stop with that. So I'm not gonna take any green banana, any plantain, this plantain here. I'm not gonna use the plantain. I'm not gonna use the banana on this meal, and I'm not gonna take any of this macaroni cheese here. I'm not gonna use sweet potato either, right? Because I think my balance here is pretty good. So I've taken some cabbage, piece of broccoli, some of the yellow split peas, and the seafood. This is good enough for me. I get the fiber here for fasting. They all have a lot of fiber in these 3 things, a lot of fiber, and they're all very nutritious. But then I have my other choices for another combination meal. So my next meal, I might take some green banana, sweet plantain with the split pea, right? I may not eat, I could always use the seafood and the fish. I will always keep those on this until they finish. But I will eat any dumpling next time I eat again. Then I will eat maybe another meal with the macaroni or with the rice. But I'm going to continue balancing the combination because it's 3 days of food for me and my wife. See? And I'm going to balance the combination. So I get to eat all of them at different times and try to keep my blood sugar down. But they're all very nutritious. But again, the key to understand is not because they're all good for you, you can just pump them in your plate and eat all of them. Because when you add the carbs for each one, or the protein for each one, or the sugar in each one, it adds up really, really fast. My experience is you get some serious spikes. So I'm good. So I'm good with what I choose today. My choice today, again, is cabbage, broccoli, yellow split peas, mackerel, which is very good fish, and some crab and some shrimp and scallops in this here. And then I will see how this works out when I test my blood sugar. And then I will use different combination until this food is done and I'm happy, enjoy all my food. So what I'm showing you here is you can enjoy any type of food. Do not reject the foods, but learn about the food, understand how that food particularly going to impact your blood sugar, and then test before you eat and then test after you eat so you know what to eliminate and what not to put together. Because what I found out, not scientifically, but for me again, if you watch all my videos, is combination of foods is what I use to balance my blood sugar, and it's working for me because I lost 50 pounds. And I'm stable right now, I'm healthy, no pains, no eye problems, no joint problems, anything. It's working really good. And my insulin level is always low, my sugar level is always low. So I'm starting out today at, already took my blood sugar, so I'm starting out today at 83. I'm starting at 83, right? Because I had a very good breakfast, a very solid breakfast that allowed me to fast for the last 6 hours. So I've been fasting for over 6 hours and I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling good. I don't feel to eat. It's dinner time for me here, and now I'm gonna have a balanced dinner, and I'm gonna try, the goal is to maintain my blood sugar to where after an hour and a half, I am under 140. See? And that sustains my weight loss. That sustains my health. Without me sacrificing any of these food and being ridiculous by putting all in my plate, little piece of all of these things in my plate, and I know they're not good to do that. Although they're all good food. See? So I hope this helps you all. I'm doing this, I will continue to do this because I really, really, really want to get the message out on eating properly for diabetes and not restricting yourself with what you eat, but understanding how to balance your meal and create better combinations to eat so you can be a healthier, wealthier person. See? Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go and eat now, and I'll come back in about an hour and a half and let you know how this choice I made affect my blood sugar. Right? So thanks for coming around. And this is a little bit complicated today because I had so much thing to do and so much thing to say about different food, but I felt it's necessary to show the approach I take when I have all this food to eat. I do eat all of it one time, how I pick and choose and get nice balanced combinations to stay healthy. All right? So thank you very much. Don't go anywhere, but let me eat, and then let me come back and tell you exactly how this thing work out. All right? Love, blessings, hold on. All right, all right. Welcome. Thank you, actually, thank you for staying around to get see my results. Been an hour and a half since I ate, and that food is very tasty. You know, the yellow split peas is a pea I recommend because it's very tasty and it's very nutritious. And lots of fiber. And when I eat that, I'm still full. It's been an hour and a half and I'm still full since that. And I can fast all night. And remember, the fasting is critical to this whole weight loss program and also letting your insulin stay low for long periods of time. So that's really good. The problem with it is it have high carbs. So it has so much nutrients, but the high carbs, you have to make sure and combine it with other good low carb food. So you don't want to mix that with too much, like I showed earlier on, with too much heavy carb. So balance it out, and that's a brilliant meal to have as a diabetic. Okay. So after an hour and a half, I'm at 132. 132, right? 132 is under my target. My target is 140. That means my body is functioning almost like a normal person after eating that meal. So I decided to take a little test an hour and 2 hours after and see how fast I'm moving down. So 2 hours after, I was at 125, right? 125. So normalizing pretty fast. So that was a beautiful meal. That was a beautiful meal. You see? So when you're eating a good food like that, always think, this is what I'm doing. The fiber level, the quality of the carb, the quality of the quality of the food itself, and how long it lasts in your system so you can fast. Right? Make sure you can do that. But this was good. So I'm happy with the results of this, and I feel good. I'm going to have some more of that meal with a different combination again and see how it's going to work out. But this was beautiful. This was beautiful. So I hope you enjoy this tonight and you see how I make my selection, how I select when I have a lot of choices, how I decide what's the best choice. And as my knowledge gain, I know what I can pick. I know what I can pick. So that's why I keep testing, constantly testing. Over a period of time, I won't have to test food to know a good meal. And I'll be safe as a diabetic traveling or not. You know, so thank you. Come back again if you like what I'm doing. Share, like, subscribe, because there's too many people out there suffering from diabetes or have pre-diabetes and don't know how to eat and is neglecting themselves by leaving out too many food when they could be eating the food. You see, you can eat these foods once you understand how to eat them. Because I eat everything almost. The only food I don't really eat is pasta. It just doesn't work. I can't combine nothing with pasta, it kills you, right? It's too high. But everything else I could eat. I just have to understand how I combine them. So again, learn your combinations, watch all my videos, see how I'm combining my food, and try them that way, or add your own little touch to it and give me some feedback on some combination I could use. And let's continue doing this. Let me continue blessing myself. I'm blessing everyone who has diabetes and giving them the encouragement that diabetes is not a death sentence, and we can live and we can enjoy life and we can control the spikes and enjoy life. Thank you very much. Blessings. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.